Hey guys, Jason for Chart Guys. I wasn't going to do Roku today, but look at this beautiful candlestick. How can you not want to talk about that? Bullish action. Absolutely full bull control today. So what we're going to expect is not just permanent continuation to new all-time highs. Once we get into this sort of scenario, people start to pile on without the expectation that we're going to see some consolidation. And that is what we need to see on Roku right now. 134.88 is the next resistance, and based on today's action, it's likely we'll get there tomorrow, but I can't see us getting much further than that, just based on what I see right now. Of course, that can change with regular trading action tomorrow, and as trading action develops, we change our thesis to respond to new price action. But right now, 134.88 is the target I'm looking at. We're not overbought in the daily, but we're getting close. Our RSI is at 60. So what am I looking for as I zoom in? Is how far can we get before our RSIs get overbought? We're at 78.44. Now what we want to see on Roku is going to be a 4-hour high or low. So we can see here that we've got, let's look at this here. This is a high. The high of this candlestick is 118.22. Then we get a higher low. Now we get a new high, 124.97. We drop down, consolidate to a new low right here. What is this? 117.80. Now we get a new high. Now what I want to see is another higher low. Anything over 117.80 is going to be that higher low, and that is what we want to see. What this is going to allow us to do is have this RSI cool off, get to the point where bulls can consolidate, have a rest because they're winded, and then get back into the game. If we come down and set a higher low, let's say right in the area of 123.50, and then bulls go on the rampage again, we're much more likely to be able to break 134.88 and have good upside continuation. If we broke it right now, we're going to be exhausted, and bulls are. It's basically like asking bulls to run a 100-meter sprint after they just finished a marathon. It's just so hard to do. Let them rest, let them catch their breath, and then try again, because you got to break through resistance with conviction and volume. And if there's no conviction left in the tank, of course we're going to have a pullback. And the last thing we want to do is break a level and see pullback, because that is a bearish sign. So consolidation is necessary. We need a 4-hour high or low. And on the hourly time frame, a very similar situation. Our RSI is even higher, 86.74. Coming up against that resistance, there's no possible way I would take a long position right now looking at this time frame. We've not consolidated. We haven't established a higher low on the 4-hour or the hourly time frame. And I suspect that our 50-minute time frame looks very similar. Our RSI is cooling off a little bit, and this is what we want to see. All right, so not as hot as I thought it would be. We came down, set a new higher low, 131.24, and now we've moved up again. And look at that, RSI has cooled off from the 92s all the way down to currently 73.85. Still very hot, but this sideways consolidation and this action is what we need to see at a bare minimum on the hourly and preferably on the 4-hour time frame to cool things off. So now that we've established a level at 131.24, we also have a after hours high at 133.80. These are the levels for us to watch. If the bulls can keep walking up this higher low, higher high pattern, they have a chance to get to 134.88, even in after hours, because we are very close. But again, we don't want to do that during after hours or pre-market. We want to do that during regular trading action. And what I want to see is more consolidation before we try that. So I'm going to be watching for a reversal on the 15-minute time frame. And what that would look like right now, if we had to use this information, it would be a low under 131.24, a lower high under the most recent high at 133.80, and then more downside like that. Go to the hourly time frame. What does that do? Well, it carves out a little bit of a low for us to use, sets up a trend change, and if we keep going and do this nicely, we can actually use that information to find that 4-hour higher low, and then look for the similar reversal anywhere along that channel to find your optimal entry for continued daily upside action. I hope that makes sense. I think I just threw a lot of information at you, but it's all about these trends, all about these price levels, and watching and seeing how they interact at different levels. If bulls can pull it off and break 134.88, and they have the volume to do it, there's not a lot of resistance until we get up into the area 152. So a lot of potential here, but not a lot of support established. So we got a lot of potential in both directions. Play carefully, look for that consolidation. And if you're long and you're looking for a long entry, right now is not the best time. Look for your RSI to cool off. At the bare minimum, allow your RSI to get back below 70, or if you need to, just set some sort of higher low, a base of support that you can use for a stop loss. And as you move away from it, make your decisions, protect your capital, set your stop losses, and play carefully. So have a good day. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And that's it.